Hello, I'm Jeff Lang, Senior Landscape Architect and Arborist for Dewberry. Today we're in Ashburn Village, a Loudoun County, Virginia community for which Dewberry is doing master planning and site planning work. Here in this butterfly garden, for example, we're enacting one of the more important aspects of that master plan, that being stewardship. As part of the master plan for this section of Ashburn Village, Dewberry designed an interactive garden intended to attract butterflies and songbirds. The local residents decided they wanted more plant materials, took it upon themselves to install it, and have been tending the garden since its installation. Here, in the very heart of Ashburn Village, is Pavilion Lake. Surrounding this lake is one of the many pathways connecting the community's neighborhoods. During an amenities inventory, we discovered that a bridge crossing a small inlet had fallen into disrepair. We designed a replacement and worked with various contractors to put into place a bridge that not only functions, but is aesthetically pleasing. Jim Tracy is the general manager of Ashburn Village.
The Dewberry Master Plan has allowed Ashburn Village to provide a unified approach to our site planning and landscape maintenance. This bridge and the landscaping around it fit perfectly with the overall landscape plan for the lakes of Ashburn Village.
The bridge is in use constantly. From most angles, it almost seems to leap across the inlet. The small creeks that cross Ashburn Village eventually drain into the Potomac River, making them part of the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Urbanization has been detrimental to water quality in many of these small upland areas. Here, using a grant they helped secure from the Virginia Department of Forestry, Dewberry facilitated the planting of 450 trees, a mix of hardwoods and pines, along a drainage way near one of the community's single-family neighborhoods. A resident Boy Scout used his troop as the labor force to plant the trees under our direction. In doing so, he satisfied the requirements to become an Eagle Scout and supported the idea of stewardship. These trees will help control runoff draining to a nearby pond and eventually into the Potomac River, thereby improving water quality in the Chesapeake Bay. This most recently developed part of Ashburn Village seemed to be less connected to the rest of the community. It contained few of the community's interconnected pathways, and its easternmost point did not feature any entrance signage. Dewberry's master plan suggested bringing this area up to the standards of the entire community. We designed and directed the construction of an entrance feature using the same materials of signage at the northern, southern, and westernmost entrances. A sign wall now appears to rise out of the ground as you drive into the village from the east. We used native trees and shrubs to landscape around the sign, as well as along the path which surrounds a nearby lake. With the unifying construction materials and native plants, the east entrance now looks like the rest of the village landscape. Ashburn Village's goal of sustainability is being achieved through Dewberry's well-thought-out master planning and the careful application of a greener approach to design. The results of such an integrated approach make it such that every resident can feel part of and responsible for the community.